Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Domino's TYJ Racing League here takes to the Old Phoenix. This is the old one. They will be running here late afternoon, and this is going to be good here in the new trucks. Now, they're the new trucks on the old track, so this is going to be exciting. But thanks for joining us here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. And stay tuned. We'll be back here. These guys got about a little less than 6 minutes of practice. The Bucky Burt Media 125 here tonight at the Old Phoenix. 125 laps coming right up, folks. Take a look at the points here coming into tonight. The Phoenix rundown here. Curtis Young in the chase here. James Sombeck, Gary Brown, Russ Coe, David Gainforth, Robert McFarland, Tyler Roberts, Eric Fisher, Chad Payne, Judd Danielson, Len McNeese, Dustin Anderson, Chuck Dix, Philip Mayer, and Robert Fravert, David May. I'm having trouble reading these folks, sorry. David May, Joshua Ramos, and Ray Richer. So those are the chase contenders coming into tonight. So this is going to be a pretty good run here for these guys. Got 4 races left in the chase here, folks. little less than a minute away from qualifying. They do have a 5-minute qualifying session, just a couple of laps here. Get that done. We'll get everybody on the grid, give you a count where everybody will be starting tonight, just before they take the green flag. But here in about 30 seconds, we're going to step away here real quick, play our national anthem, and we will be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back, and a lot of qualifying times have come in. Curtis Young holding on to the pole at the moment, just a few 1,000ths of a second there ahead of Ray Richard. Len McNeese in third. A few of the other ones here changing as we speak. I'm sure it's probably been a while for some of you that we've actually seen a race here on the Old Phoenix, so this is going to be quite interesting. The Old Phoenix does not have the open dog legs. All right, well, that will wrap up qualifying. Let's get everybody down here on the grid. Get everybody accounted for. Starting on the pole, Curtis Young with a 27.839. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Ray Richer will start on the outside in second place. Len McNee starting third. Ryan Steinacker in fourth place. Justin Anderson fifth. Chuck Dix in sixth. Marcus Potts in seventh. Steve Cunningham in eighth place. Judd Danielson ninth. And Mike Donahue rounds out the top 10. Derek Fisher starting 11th. Kevin Fetty in 12th place. Gary Brown 13th. Dennis Cook 14th. Joshua Ramos in 15th. Gary Weston in 16th. Bobby Jonas 17th. Philip Meyer 18th. Patrick Elhofer in 19th. David Gainforth 20th. Chad Payne 21st, Bucky Burt starting back in 22nd position. Tyler Roberts 23rd, one of the last ones to take a qualifying time. David May starting 24th. Michael Fravert in 25th. Robert McFarland starting 26th. James Gombeck in 27th. Mark Fravert in 28th. Eric Hawk in 29th, Russ Coe 30th, and Gerald Heffley. I'm trying to get all these names down here, folks, so I apologize if I'm butchering them. They will be starting 31st. All right, we're rolling off the grid here. We're just about ready to get them going here. And the pace car heads for pit road. Curtis Young in command of this start. And we have a green flag. Green, green, green. Ray Richer right there on the outside trying to make a run. And he may have something there. Ray Richer trying to take that lead over. Doesn't even want Curtis Young to lead the very first lap. What a start by Ray Richer. Good run. Marcus Potts already in sixth position. And we have a caution here, folks. Not sure what happened here. Well, let's go back and check it out. See anything here? I'm trying to find it, and I'm having difficulty finding what the caution was here, folks. I didn't see anybody caught up in anything. Interesting. Well, they'll get it sorted out. Not sure exactly what happened there. I didn't see any car spin or anything, so I don't know. Kind of weird way things happen. Sometimes you can't figure out where the caution is. And just unfortunate we couldn't find that one. I didn't see where anybody got caught up in anything, but we do have a lot of guys on pit road. So I'm not really positive what happened back there. Guys did come in and take some fresh tires there and topped off their tank of fuel to get them sort of like on a different pit strategy here, a different pit sequence, if you will, and that's not a bad thing at all. It does kind of afford you a chance to maybe stay out there and lead a lap after the leader's pit. So all that comes into play. Every point counts when you're getting into the chase here. They're coming down to 4 races left after tonight. All right, they are double back up. We're going back green this time, folks. Here we go. Pace cars in. We're looking back on the field, and we have a green flag. Curtis Young tries the same trick there to Ray Richer. Going into turn 1, he does have a little bit of a lead on that outside, and he is going to take the lead. Ray Richer's going to spin. No caution. No caution for Ray Richer, and he's going to go to the back of the field. Let's see exactly what happened here, folks. This is going into turn 1. Him and Ray Richer side by side, and it looks like there may have been a little tap right there by Ray Richer into the side of Curtis Young, and that just set his truck right into the inside wall. He's going to have damage, and the race continues on. And he will be at the tail end of the field, folks. Well, that let Curtis Young get out there quite a bit ahead of Len McNeese now. Len in second. Marcus Potts in third. Ryan Steinacker back here in fourth. Steve Cunningham, fifth place. Back in the field here a little ways, Eric Hawk in 18th. Everybody's starting to get single file here a little bit, kind of running some of the laps down here before they start working on making passes. David Gainforth in 19th. Bucky Burke, which he did pit there under that caution. Wanted to freshen up them tires. Back here in 20th, Bobby Jonas in 21st. And Curtis Young way out ahead of Len McNeese now, a second and a half ahead of Len. Marcus Potts all over the back of Len McNeese. And he may be bidding for the lead, or for the second place, excuse me, for second place on Len McNeese. Side by side, going into turn 3. He does have a good run here, but does he have the line? He will complete the pass on Len McNeese as Len started getting a little squirrely coming out of turn 4. A pass for second place by Marcus Potts on Len McNeese, and he gets out of shape, and he is going to hit the wall. No caution. And that does bring out a caution, folks. That does bring out the caution, but he gets it back going. Not sure how that brought out a caution, but it did. Well, let's see if these guys up front here, they have been out here for a little while now, 12 laps. Let's see if any of these guys do come to pit road here and take some fresh tires. Now, tires, this track has always been noted for just grinding the tires off of trucks. So let's see if they do want to come down here and freshen up these tires. I know that's not what Curtis Young wanted to see. He did not want to see a caution there. Len McNeese is going to stay out to lead a lap. Everybody else is coming to pit road. Boy, he's got to feel like a sitting duck out there now. Leaders all come to pit road. Len stays out. The only one that stayed out. Curtis Young in his pit stall here. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire change, I believe. It's way too early in the race to try a 2-tire change. He comes off of pit road. And it looks like they pretty much come out the way they went in, folks. Steve Cunningham will come out. He will be 3rd. Ryan Steinacker in 4th. Judd Danielson 5th. Justin Anderson 6th. Mike Donahue 7th. And this may change. I don't know if I believe Len is. No, he's going to stay out. He wants to lead that lap and get that valuable point. Well, good news for Ray Richer. He does pick up a few positions back there. He is up to 22nd now after that first caution that came out, and he got some damage. He spun there on the restart, I should say, and was clear back to dead last on the field. Now he'll be in 22nd. Len McNeese, proud as a peacock out here leading this thing. Only one that did not pit. He has not pitted yet. All right, the lights are out. They're doubling back up here. We're going green this time. Bye, folks. Len McNeese leading them to the line. Be restarting on lap number 16 out of 125. Long ways to go for these guys. Curtis Young right there on the outside of Len with them brand new tires. Let's just see how long Len can hold him off here on this restart. Laying back pretty good here. This might be a good sign for Len. If he can get out there and get clear of Ray Richer, he may be Curtis Young. Pace car is in, and we are back under green, and a good start by Len McNeese. Curtis Young on that outside may get a good run here off of turn 1 and retake the lead, and it looks like he is going to. Len McNeese is still battling, though. He's still side by side with them. Oh, he caught that yellow line, and that really upset that truck. And that let Curtis Young take the lead. He didn't have to be down there and catch that yellow line to take the lead. Chad Payne, 18th. of these guys trying to make some passes back here. Looks like Ray Richard now working the field, goes into 19th as he passes up Bobby Jonas. Chuck Dix. Now he's on the inside here of Mike Donahue. Donahue in the number 70, trying to hold off Chuck right now. And it looks like he will hold him off for the time being. But another battle here between Dennis Cook and Gary Brown. And Dennis Cook drives right around Gary Brown and goes into 9th. Judd Danielson side by side here with Ryan Steinacker. Steinacker going to hold him off for right now. Looks like, yeah, he will hold on to 3rd place. And Curtis Young already stretching that lead out 1.2 seconds over Len McNeese. Philip Mayer back here in 11th. Derek Fisher 12th. Kevin Fetty trying to get a run on Derek right now. And that's 12th and 13th, battling it up here, folks. And it looks like Derek will hold off Kevin Fetty for now. David Gainforth in a battle here. Check him out as he passes up Gary Weston. And here comes Chad Payne up on Gary. Guys they're racing it pretty hard right now, trying to find where their car feels the most comfortable. Curtis Young out there in clean air, really showing the way. He's got a 2.2 second lead now over second place Len McNeese. We have another caution here, folks. See where the caution is. The 25, Bucky Burt going around right in front of traffic. That's going to back him up here. He's going to be at the back of the field now. Gets it back going here, and we are back up live. Curtis Young, I'm not sure. I don't think he's going to come to pit road. He might, but you know, like I said, every chance you get, you can come to pit road and get those fresh tires. I would do it here. This track is noted for just being like a meat grinder on them tires, and it really wears on them. So you got to make sure that you got enough grip. Let's see if he does. Yes, I believe he is coming to pit road. He does bring them all down. Everybody coming in this time. Mike Donahue stayed out, but he still has not collected a lap bonus point. But he is going to stay out probably the next lap around to try to collect that bonus point. And we may see him come to pit road. I don't know if he's going to want to stay out there. He may. But and Bobby Jonas stays out. 2 drivers stay out. Curtis Young off of pit road. He will come out and be joined back up to the field here and be in 3rd position. Mike Donahue stays out, and Bobby Jonas. Len McNeese 4th, and Judd Danielson 5th. like Bobby Jonas decided to peel off there and go to pit road, but Mike Donahue's going to stay out, collect that bonus point. He has been on pit road once already. Curtis Young will be in second place. Len McNeese third. Judd Danielson fourth. And Ryan Steinacker in fifth place. Steve Cunningham sixth. Kevin Fetty in seventh. Justin Anderson sixth. Dennis Cook in ninth. And Derek Fisher will be back here in 10th place. I don't know these guys here or this league or anything, folks, so bear with me. I'm just broadcasting it to broadcast it, and I just wanted to see if I could learn some of these guys' names here. And so I'm trying to stay on top of that. But lights are out on the pace car. Everybody will be doubling up, and we'll be going back green this time by, folks. All right, pace cars in. Mike Donahue, Curtis Young on the front row. Curtis with a little bit of a head start on Mike Donahue. And Curtis has been really good on that high side. He's been doing real well, and he does. He keeps Mike pinned down, and Mike checks up. Now Mike goes back to third, Curtis Young second, and Judd Danielson in second. Judd Danielson second. Mike Donahue back to third. Len McNeese now taking a look on the inside of Mike Donahue. And again, he caught the yellow line there, and I think that really upset his truck again. He's been doing that in 3 and 4, and I'm not sure if that's by design to do that to try to help him turn, or if he's just accidentally catching it. Ray Steinacker on the inside here of Steve Cunningham. That is for the 5th position. Kevin Fetty looking on here in 7th place. Justin Anderson 8th. Everybody getting pretty much nose to tail, but Curtis Young back out front is not what these guys want to see, because he gets out there and he pulls away, but he hasn't been able to shake Judd Danielson here just in the last few laps. He has not been able to get rid of him. Judd's being relentless here on Curtis Young. Let's go back in the field here. Patrick Elhofer getting around. Looks like he got around Marcus Potts and Gary Weston. Marcus gets by Gary Weston also, and now Bobby Jonas looking to try to pass Gary Weston. Oh, brother, we got some good passing going on up just ahead of them now. Marcus Potts is going to pass them all. He gets back around Patrick Elhofer and a bunch of them. We're hearing some guys tap the wall a little bit, kind of using that wall there to steady it up. Gerald Heffley, 25th. Bucky Burt in 26th. Everybody's still on the lead lap right now, but the tail end of the lead lap here is Russ Coe. Just really not on complete pace with these guys, running 15.4 seconds behind them. Back up front, Curtis Young, putting a little more distance there on Judd Danielson in second place. A little ways back to Len McNeese. And we have another caution, folks. Let me see if I can find where this caution is. Right there. Ryan Steinacker going around right in front of traffic. That will bring out the caution, folks. All right, they had a little bit of a green flag run, and they, true to themselves, they've been coming to pit road pretty much on every caution. Let's see if they do it again here. But taking a look at the race summary, folks, this is the 4th caution already in this race. We've had 5 lead changes. And yes, it does look like Curtis will bring everybody to pit road once again here. I'm telling you, tires are premium. You do want new tires. Makes you feel like Superman out there for about 4 or 5 laps. Feel pretty good on them tires. Once that newness wears off, oh boy, look out. All right, 4-tire change for Curtis Young and company back here. We did have a few that stayed out. Ray Richer now will stay out. Marcus Potts and Gerald Heffley. Those 3 stay out. Let's see if they come to pit road. Nope, they are going to stay out. That's going to put Curtis Young back in 4th place now. Led the most laps tonight with 27. A couple other leaders, Ray Richer, Len McNeese, and Mike Donahue. And the other 3 leaders out there tonight. I can't talk to the drivers, folks, because I joined under the watch tab, so I apologize. I won't be able to do any interviews here tonight. And I think we're just about ready to get the green flag here and get them going again, folks. The lights are out. They're doubled up. And Ray Richer ready to lay it out here and get this thing started. Marcus Potts on the outside. Both of them have a little damage on their truck, not a whole lot. Might affect the speed, might affect the handling a little, but we're about to find out because the guys, a few guys back did stop and take tires of Curtis Young and on back. So let's see if they got enough here to stay ahead of him. Pace car's in. Green flag. Got a pretty good start. Marcus Potts driving, trying to get by on the outside. He does get a good run. Curtis Young going to go with him. That puts Ray Richard back to third real fast. And Curtis Young bidding for the lead, and he just drives on by Marcus Potts really loose. And we've got a pile up here in turn, I believe that's turn 3 and 4. I think it started in 4 and it proceeded on around the bend there to 3. So let's go back here and take a look at this here once again, because this was pretty intense. He had the lead. Curtis Young starts to drive by and he gets loose right here. And this is where they start stacking up, folks. Right here, we got a bunch of them going to be into it. Glenn McNeese going to get damaged. The number 17, the Philip Mayer going to get damaged. Oh, brother, man, we got lots of them into it. You can see it. It was like continuing on back there. Lots of heavy smoke, lots of damage on cars, and you can see, man, it was just a cluster back here. A lot of smoke. But they get it all straightened out, get it back going. Curtis Young will stay out this time. Ray Richard second. He's the one that got loose right there, but he is going to stay out. Oh, I take that back. It was Marcus Potts that got loose. I apologize, but Ray Richard will stay out. Judd Danielson third. Kevin Fetty in fourth, Gary Brown fifth, Derek Fisher sixth, Stephen Cunningham in seventh, Justin Anderson eighth, Mike Donahue ninth, and David Gainforth 10th place. And we got quite a few of the guys in the back that did pit. We may even see a few more here pull in. Those fresh tires mean a lot to these drivers out here. I'm telling you, it just means everything. Taking a look at the race summary here, this was caution number 5 for 18 laps. We've had 7 lead changes so far in the race. Curtis Young has been the guy to beat out here so far tonight. I'm not too sure, but I think he might be opting to start on the outside on this restart. The lights are out. Ray Richard will be starting on the inside. And that's really not too bad of an idea for Curtis Young. He does get he's the one that takes the green flag and sets the tone for when they start. And if he can kind of give a little Ray Richard there a little snooker on the start, he shouldn't have a problem being in the lead by the time they get into turn 1. They'll have Ray Richard cleared. But we're about to find out here once again, folks. The 44 laps in the books, taking the green on lap 45 here at the Old Phoenix track here on iRacing, folks. Ace car's in. And there's the green. I think Curtis might have been sleeping just a little bit on that restart. Ray Richard got a good start. He comes up on the inside. and he's not able to hold it. Curtis Young kind of keeps him pinched down there a little bit. Kevin Fetty, and we have another caution, folks. Oh, Philip Meyer going around. Well, let's go see if there was any contact in that. Not too sure if there was. It may have been a self-spin, but we're about to find out here as they go into turn one. And right there you see some contact between him and the number 41. That was Robert McFarland that got into the side of him. Totally unintentional. I just believe they were just racing it hard. You're getting started, and being on them new tires like that, it does kind of make a difference. But we'll go back and watch this one more time. Slow motion. Robert goes into the turn. It looks like he might have drifted up just enough to catch the side of Philip's truck. Philip will go around. So that brings out another caution here, folks. They are back up underway here. Curtis Young still hanging on to the lead. Philip Meyer will stay out. He wants to get back on the lead lap. He's just ahead of the leader here. The only truck out here that is a lap down, and he will be in 29th place. All right, we're still waiting on the lights to go off on the pace car here and get things going again. They should get the one to go here, I do believe. Yeah, there goes Philip Meyer by, so he will be restarting at the tail end of the lap. And looks like Curtis Young is going to opt to start on the high side once again here with Ray Richer on the inside as they start doubling up here. And we will be going back green this time on lap 50. All right, folks, about to kick off here once again. Curtis Young, Ray Richer, green flag almost in the air. Pace car's in, and there's the green flag. A little early, but we got it. Judd Danielson now on the outside of Ray Richer. Does have a whole lot fresher tires, and he did not have a problem disposing Ray Richer right there. Kevin Fetty coming up on him now. He looks to the inside. And it's a drag race down the stretch and into the turn, and it looks like he has them. But Ray Richer does drive pretty hard into the turn, and does have the line, but not good enough to hold off Kevin Fetty. David Gainforth in 10th place back here. Everybody's starting to get single file again. We're seeing a little racing here and there, and that's about it. Looks like they didn't have a problem getting around Eric Hawk. Eric was a little loose. Ryan Steinacker in 14th. Joshua Ramos just ahead of him in 12th place. I noticed he does have a little bit of damage on his truck as well, so almost got into the wall again. Boy, I'll tell you what, these guys are pushing their trucks so hard. Way up the hill, into the wall. There goes Joshua Ramos into the wall, and he's going to get passed up by a lot of trucks. Gary Weston coming up on the inside of him now. Chuck Dix in 17th, Patrick Elhofer in 18th, James Zombeck in 19th, and we have another caution, folks. That would be Heffler going around. Let's see what happened to Heffler. Len McNeese drove by on the outside of him here. And they may have got together. It looks like he tried to come in front of. Wow, that was kind of weird how that happened there. Not sure if he really thought he was going to be clear or what happened. We're trying to hold it off of Len McNeese. I was thinking that he might have thought Len was a little higher than he was. And when he seen it happen, he tried to steer out of it. But he does bring out the caution here, folks. Sideways in front of the pack will do it. Well, let's see if Curtis Young, yes, he is bringing everybody to pit road once again here, folks. I told you them new tires mean a whole bunch of goodies for these guys. Makes you feel like Superman out here for about 5 laps. I believe everybody's on pit road. Gerald Heffley, I believe, will stay out, so Curtis Young will come off pit road and be in second. Heffley trying to get by here and get 1 lap led. He will be just behind the pace car now. Let's see if he stays out long enough to lead a lap. Nope, he's decided he is his tires are bad just enough that he is going to come to pit road and not going to collect the bonus point on it. But Curtis Young will retake the lead. The run around the field here for the top 10 real quick here, folks. Curtis Young starting on the pole, running in first. Judd Danielson started 9th place, running in second. Kevin Fetty started 12th, running in third. Ray Richards started second, led 6 laps a little while ago, and running in fourth. Gary Brown started 13th today, running in 5th. Derek Fisher started 11th, running in 6th. Mike Donahue started 10th, running in 7th, led a couple of laps. Steve Cunningham in 8th after starting 8th. David Gainforth started 20th on the field today, running in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 here, Justin Anderson started 5th today, running in 10th. No, he is not, Martha. I have not seen him tonight. I believe he might be racing over at Max Velocity on MaxSpeedTV 2. You'll have to look that up on YouTube. Type in MaxSpeedTV 2, all one word, in the search bar. I think I seen him in there earlier. Alright, so here we go. Curtis Young, Judd Danielson starting on the front row now. And Curtis is opted to start on the outside again. Judd Nelson on the inside. Lights are out. We're ready to go racing. Pace car in. And there goes Curtis Young on that loud pedal. Green flag. Judd Danielson got a pretty good start there. He's on that bottom, and he's going to have to tiptoe through there. And Curtis Young gets that run off of that high side. He has been doing that all race long and will hold on to the lead right now. He's led 46 laps, folks. Mike Donahue. 7th place, Steve Cunningham, 8th. We may see a pass here for that position. Gets a pretty good run on Mike Donahue. And it doesn't seem like he's giving up here. He is really putting the hammer on him. Unable to complete that pass. James Sombeck back here. Somke, excuse me, Somke. I just remembered that, Somke. In 14th, Joshua Ramos, right behind him in 15th. Let's ride along with Joshua here for a minute and see what kind of action they got going on right down there on track. A little bit of a check up there. We've got a couple of guys that got into the wall and got collected together. We come around here to reach the halfway point, folks. Halfway through the race here so far. Marcus Potts, 14th. We have a caution. Oh, right there it is. Let's see if we can catch up with a Gerald Heffley getting into Dennis Cook right there. Let's go back and take a look at it here, folks, again. I think he slowed up quite a bit in the turn. I don't know if he just drove it a little bit too hard coming off and not paying attention to where he was at. Maybe his spotter said he was clear. I do not know. I don't know what the spotter told him or anything. So bringing out the caution once again, Curtis Young. Gonna bring them all to pit road. Here they go, coming down pit road one more time. All right, so we did have a couple of guys that actually got off pit road pretty quick here. Gary Brown and Ray Richard beating Curtis Young off of pit road. 2-tire change here for Gary Brown. Wanted that track position. He wanted to lead a lap, and it looks like he's going to get his wish. And he collects a bonus point. All right, we'll see if they get the one to go here. And the lights do go off the pace car. That means we're going back green next time, folks. Be restarting on lap number 68. Race summary says 8 cautions we've had so far in the race and 8 lead changes. All right, folks, here we go. Ace car's in. Gary Brown in command of the start, and he gets a great start. But so does Ray Richard. Judd Danielson has been just trying his heart out to get up here to the lead. He get a pretty good run that time on Ray Richard. Looks like he will clear him, go into second. Now Richard back to third, and Derek Fisher fourth on the high side. Curtis Young coming back into the picture here, 5th place after coming off pit road here with them 4 fresh tires. Let's see what he can do with these guys. He's going to have to make it quick order here to try to get by as many as he can. He will drive around Ray Richard, go into 4th, moving forward. Kevin Fetty in 6th. Oh, we got one into the wall. Oh, we got several of them. But Gary Brown bringing out that caution. Let's go back and take a look at this, folks. Hope he maybe got back in the throttle a little too quick here coming out of turn 4. But his truck completely unloaded right there, and he goes in and hits the inside wall. And he's going to collect a bunch of them into this. It's on from here, folks. Trying to give you a better view. I mean, you can see all the smoke that's going on down there. Pretty crazy. And then another one up here. Wow. Lots of wrecking going on. Well, they'll get it straightened out here. They are back on pit road, and Judd Nelson will be scored as our leader now. Derek Fisher 2nd, Curtis Young 3rd. Well, again, thanks for tuning in here tonight, folks, on MaxSpeedTV. Watching the Domino's TYJ Racing League. Another quick look at the points here for tonight. Curtis Young at the top of that list. They're not in any specific order because all the points are reset. Next week they'll be going to Chicago. That'll be a great race. And after that it'll be on to Five Flags, then Charlotte, then the season finale at Texas. Lights are out. Everybody's doubled up, and you know what that means. We're going green. On this lap, we'll be restarting on lap 74. A little over 50 laps to go here, folks. This is the old Phoenix, not the new Phoenix, the old Phoenix with the closed dog leg. Still has the grass there on the backstretch. The new Phoenix, they've completely revamped it, and a lot of that grass is gone now. And you can run it with the open dog leg or closed dog leg. I think for the most part, most leagues do use the open dog leg. Pace car in. Judd Danielson again on this start. Green flag is out. Curtis Young immediately takes a look here on the outside. He's been really good. Gets into the back of Derek Fisher. A little bump to let him know he's there. Right behind him, Steve Cunningham in fifth. Mark Fravor, 7th place. Eric Hawk, 8th. Gary Weston, 9th. Bucky Burt breaking into the top 10 for the first time today. Now he has a little bit of damage on him, but it's a little bit maybe on the hood or the fender there, but it's not really that bad. One guy has taken it behind the wall, Marcus Potts. Bobby Jonas getting around. Eric Hawk goes into 9th. Our leader, Judd Danielson, holds on to the lead out front. Curtis Young now in 2nd place, trying to run down Judd. I think those two may be pretty much about equal at the moment here. Curtis Young takes a look to the outside. He may have found something up there. Getting the grip, coming out of the turn. Off of turn 4, and Curtis Young back in the lead here, folks. And here comes Judd Danielson back on the inside of Curtis Young for the lead. And you can hear them guys really playing with them throttles right now. Curtis Young will lead that lap. and Judd decided to give up on that battle because the longer he raced him, the more he was wearing his tires out, because here comes Derek Fisher. Mike Donahue in fourth. And Steve Cunningham took a look there like he was going to try to pass Mike Donahue, but couldn't make it stick. James Somke in sixth place. Mark Fravert in seventh. Gary West in eighth, and Bucky Burt now in ninth. Judd Danielson now all over the back of Curtis Young for the lead, but Curtis has been out there now, coming to 58 laps. Little puff of smoke there. Looks like maybe somebody might have either spun or something, but didn't bring out the caution. We've got a few drivers on pit road. Ryan Steinacker, Gary Brown, and Len McNeese still on pit road. Derek Fisher goes into third. Steve Cunningham coming up on the inside of Derek again. He is going to try and keep trying to get by him, but he just hasn't had too much success here so far. Not saying he can't do it. Mike Donahue in fifth. Looks like Eric Hawk stays out. He wants to lead a lap. Curtis Young with a 4-tire change, and he will be off of pit road first. So he'll restart second place behind Eric Hawk. Lots of lap down trucks here trying to get back on the lead lap. They'll be around them pretty good. Philip Meyer up there he is actually in 25th position, and looks like he is coming to pit road. Eric Hawk stays out on them old tires. Curtis Young will come around and join him on the outside here of the front row. No, that's pretty good, Noah King. Well, Eric Hawk did not pit, and he does have a little damage on that car. I'm not sure how much that's going to affect his speed. He does have quite a bit of damage on that front end. Well, the lights are out. We're doubled up here, folks. Looks like we've got about 33 to go when they get the green. All right, here we go, folks. Pace cars in. Eric Hawk in command, and he takes the green. And Curtis Young driving around the outside here. They're side by side. Eric Hawk pushes Curtis up the hill. Curtis will take the lead. Coming out of turn one, Hawk is going backwards. They're going around him. Boy, I'll tell you, they were 3 wide right there coming out of turn 2. That was wild. From Derek Fisher on back, these guys in a pretty tight battle back here. Bucky Burt right in the middle of that. Gary Weston, 9th place. But Justin Anderson now battling with him. Both of them trying to stay in the top 10 here. Justin Anderson does get by Gary Weston. And Eric Hawk went way up the hill there. That opened the door on the bottom for everybody to drive by. Next one to try to get by, Chad Payne in the 12th position. They almost touch. Close call right there. Jonas Ramos in 13th, and we've got a big spin, folks. Let me try to catch up with everybody here. I believe Derek Fisher was involved in that. Looks like it to me. Let's go see here. Looks like he may have gotten loose on his own here. Going into turn 1. I believe this might be what started it. 85, Judd Danielson seeing that, and he tries to check up, catches the yellow line, and he's going to get loose. Wrecking is on from there, folks. Boy, a lot of trucks are going to get tore up in this one. All right, back up live. Curtis Young still in charge here. And he's coming to pit road again. Mark Favorite. That's a tough one. Mark Favorite staying out. And he does collect a bonus point for leading that lap. All right, 4-tire change for Curtis Young, and he will be off pit road first, but he's going to come out right behind 5 guys that stayed out. Mark Favorite, man, that's a tough one for me. I'm sorry. Mark Bravert, Stephen Cunningham, Dennis Cook 3rd, Russ Coe 4th, and James Stomke in 5th place. We appreciate that, Noah. Appreciate it very, very much, man. I don't know what I could ever do to repay you. Really helps out a lot. Oh, Curtis Young finds himself back here after making pit stops. He'll be restarting in 6th. Mike Donahue in 7th, Bucky Burt 8th, Justin Anderson 9th, and Eric Hawk rounds out the top 10 here. They start doubling up now. We're going back green next time, folks. We'll be restarting on lap 101. We'll have 24 to go. Art Fravor, Steve Cunningham on the front row. Let's see how this start goes here, folks. It's closing down here. These guys know that they've only got a few more laps here to make their moves, make everyone count. Pace car's in. Mark Fravor. There we go. Green, green, green. And wow, Steve Cunningham stacking them up. Dennis Cook almost got into the back of him. Oh, they're wrecking behind him, but I think they saved it. No, we got trucks everywhere back here, folks. Let's go see what happened. This was right on the restart here. I'll try to find out where that was. Right up there, I see a couple of trucks that got together. That would be Ross or Rusco. And I don't know if there was contact. Let's check it out here and see if there was any contact. There may have been some net coding involved in that. I believe there was. They were about a foot apart, so could have been some net coding. Well, Rusco gets out of shape, and it looks like he might have had it saved. Here comes a few more guys that got involved in this. And boy, that just punts Rusco up into the air. He gets lots of airtime on that one, folks. Holy smokes. Well, now that was pretty wild right there. We got to go back and watch this. Look at the airtime that Fisher gets right here. Let's ride along here from a different view. And let's just see the airtime he gets when he hits this curb. That's that dreaded curve there before you enter the grass. You'll see him get some airtime right there. Oh, boy. Just like hitting a ramp. All right, back up front. Art Braver still in the lead. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Well, we're about to get this finished up here, folks. There's been a lot of cautions here tonight, but we've seen a lot of great racing, too. The guys are racing really hard. Everybody's battling so hard for that one more position. And, I think part of it is we are on the Old Phoenix. The Old Phoenix, I don't know how much more work they've done on the setups here or how much different the track is or anything about this track. Because, gosh, this is the first race I've seen on this track in quite some time. Since the new track come out, everybody's been running the new one. James Somke will be third, Dennis Cook fourth. Curtis Young fifth, Mike Donahue sixth, and the lights are out, folks. You know what that means. We're going back green here. It'll be 20 to go when they get the green. 20 more laps to finish this up. But yes, it is James Somke. Running in third. He'll be restarting in third. Okay, folks. This should be it right here. These guys are getting ready to go back green. Pace cars in. Art Fravert. And they are green. Back under green here, and he dives it right to the outside there to put the old block. And we got a couple that get together. Everybody parts to try to stay away from that. We're still under green, but we still got, we got a bunch of them piling up back there now, but it's still green. There it is. And I believe Somke was involved in that. I'm going to go back and take a look here. I think somehow he was involved in this. We see him and somebody else get together there. Go back here a little bit. Now going into turn one, it looked like the 86 there. Kind of forcing the hand a little bit. That was Steve Cunningham. This is going into turn one. Looked like he just kind of come down to the bottom, following the leader into the turn, and it put James Somke kind of in a sticky situation right there. He was trying to avoid hitting him. Got others driving here, and Somke gonna finally get loose. and he gets hit in the tail and the front, and in the side. We got bunches of hits here going on. Domke, just like the ping pong ball out there tonight. Well, he's on pit road. I don't know how much damage he's got, but it looked pretty severe to me. Well, that's highly possible, John. How you doing, John? Got a few people in chat here. This was kind of a last-minute thing, a broadcast here. Want to see how it would turn out. And pretty caution-filled. Kind of hate to do this, but we'll show this race summary here. 13 cautions for 48 laps, so been pretty close to about almost half of the race here been under caution, folks. They've led a lot of caution laps. Well, the guy that's led the most laps here tonight, Curtis Young, going to be restarting second here on either the inside or the outside. I'm not really sure yet where Mark Fravert's going to start. Curtis Young leading 69 laps. It doesn't look like anybody's going to top that here tonight, so he will walk away with the most laps led, collecting that bonus point. I would say we're going to have about 15 to go when they get the green. Well, I don't know what he goes by, whether he goes by Jim or James. But he's on pit road now. Still trying to get damage fixed up. Mike Donahue will start third, Dennis Cook fourth, Bucky Burt up to fifth. All right, 15 to go, folks, when they get the green. And let's see if Bravert can hold off Curtis Young. We're about to find out here. Curtis has been really good on that high side. He's been getting some great runs off of turn 2. If he can take it into turn 1 kind of hard and come out of turn 2 good, he could come out of here with the lead. Pace car's in. Bravert on the gas. Green is out. And again, Curtis Young did lead that lap. He just had a nose ahead of the leader. And he is going to come back out with the top position here. Good run for Curtis Young tonight. Man, I'm telling you, he has just been on a rail out here. He can't do anything wrong. Justin Anderson, 6th place. Dennis Cook goes back to 7th. Now David Gainforth on the inside of him. David has some damage on his truck. He's still able to get by Dennis Cook, though. He does clear Dennis. Cunningham back to 9th. Let's go back here and check on Robert McFarland. Robert was caught up in one of the altercations there earlier, running in 15th position. Not where he wants to be, I'm sure. But nonetheless, come out of here with at least a top 20 finish. Should be pretty good. Oh, that left a mark. That left a mark. Let's go check this out. There was another caution. I was on Robert McFarland here, and I'm trying to find where that was. Like the number 20 there, Eric Hawk comes up on him. Right here, the number 36, Michael Fravert, but that's not where the caution was. It was just up ahead of them there. The number 9 got together, actually got into the wall. Let's get up here, and that would be Chad Payne. Like he come up on somebody's a lot slower. They did touch. He got into the outside wall, slid it sideways, hoping to lock up the tires and keep it, where everybody else doesn't get into them. That's the whole thing you don't want to do. You do not want to stay where people are going to collect into you. So, all right, back up front here again. And it doesn't look like our leader's coming to pit road this time. With only 12 laps to go, track position's going to be very valuable out here. Trying to stay in that lead ahead of a lot of fast guys out here in the front. So Curtis Young opting to stay out on old tires. They're not that old, though. Uh-oh. Wow, iRacing just did that again. That was pretty crazy right there. Everybody was gone, and then everybody came back. I hope that's not another DDoS attack. That would not be good. Okay, out of the race, Gary Weston, Bobby Jonas, and Marcus Potts, all out of the race, taking their car behind the wall, and they are done for the night. Len McNeese re-enters the race here. He's going to be 46 laps down, but he's back out here trying to pick up a couple positions here, which he will in another lap here. He will pick up a couple more positions. Ryan Steinacker, he's back out on the track, 26th position. Len just now rolls into the 27th position. So he just picked up 2 spots right there, folks, just in a couple of laps. Well, let's get back up here to our leader, Curtis Young. We're waiting on the light squad on the pace car. Going to be even a shorter stint to the end of this, folks. Yeah, I would say that was probably another DDoS attack. Man, I'll tell you, I don't know why. What's going on, man? I don't know what's the matter with people. Wow, it just did it again. But this time, I think they're gone. Yep, I think they're gone this time, folks. They're not coming back. Wow. Okay, well, I guess I'll just stop the broadcast here, and I don't know. I'm going to just probably say Curtis Young would probably be the winner, but I don't know that for a fact because it doesn't look like anybody's coming back. So I will be back tomorrow night for IWCR. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night. Thanks for watching.